Good morning, grade 10. So you've had a good little break and we were all about to get very excited and you were going to come back to see us on Monday and yet you didn't. So now we're back to the same old, same old. All right, on Monday morning I sent you a message via your RCL and I'm going to read it to you, so please follow carefully. It said, "Good morning, grade 10s. I trust that you are all keeping warm, sleeping late, staying safe, and being kind to the people that love you. I'm very sad this morning because I was so looking forward to seeing you all today or tomorrow. But sadly, it was not meant to be. So, here we are, back to online classes every Wednesday and back to you handing in assignments at the gate every Wednesday morning. But please take note of the following, and this is why I'm reading it to you now in this lesson. Grade 10s, I've now had enough of people asking me the following questions, so please listen. Please do not hand in anything at the gate on Wednesday the 8th. That's today. If you handed something in today, you shouldn't have. All right. You will never hand in let's go back to that. If you handed in something today and it was your dialogue or the test, the questions on where you had to draw the map, if you've put that in the box because you didn't do it before the time, then I'll accept it. But I'm not accepting anything else. Only those 2 assessment tasks. And if you've handed them in, then you're fine. So the dialogue was the one, and the other one was the one where you had to draw the map of South Africa and show me the provinces, all about finders keepers. Then, you will never hand in the questions on finders keepers at the gate. Never. Bring your literature book and your completed question pack with you on the very first day that you return to school, please. Don't ask if you have to hand in all the questions on finders keepers at the gate. No, you don't have to. Then, you will never hand in the language exercises, units 1 to 8 at the gate. You bring your completed language book. Now remember, by completed language book, I mean it's those exercises that I gave you on the 1st of April. They must be in your book. Bring your completed language book and your completed units 1 to 8 pack with you on the very first day that you return to school, please. I'm not posting those units 1 to 8 online, so please try to collect them at the gate. If you still need the pack. Please don't take another pack on Wednesday if you already have one. So I'm talking about this pack that looks like this. All right, this is the one that you should have got at the gate or at the buses. I will have a few extra at the gate if you're coming to collect today if you haven't got this. If you've got it, don't take another one. If you're not collecting stuff from the gate, so in other words, you have to be printing these things online, I'm not going to let you print it. It's too much. So either ask a friend to take a photo of each one, and then you can do it accordingly. But please don't hand this in at the gate ever. I don't want it at the gate. All right. So you don't hand in your finders keepers. You don't hand in units 1 to 8. Please, if you have any other questions, feel free to ask me. But for today, the assignment at the gate is it's at the back of these units. It's something called verbs. You will have it. You'll maybe even already have done it. But you're now going to have to hand it in to me as an assignment. So let's read the instructions. The instructions are: your work must be neatly presented on A4 paper with your name at the top of every page, please. Write the date, write your name, and make sure that it is neatly presented. You need to rewrite the whole sentence or paragraph, filling in the answers. Please remember to underline your answers. And then please remember to clearly indicate who your English teacher is. grade 10s, you might find it strange that the bell rings and then 2 minutes later it rings again, just so that you get used to it. Can I explain to you what happens? I have already in a previous video, but listen carefully. The bell rings the first time, and then that's the call for the learners and the teachers to know they have to pack away everything immediately. And then 2 minutes later, when the bell rings, then they're dismissed out of the classes. So everybody does everything at the same time, so as to prevent children from having to stand at the door waiting, and other pupils leave the class, and then the social distancing isn't possible. So we're all trying our best, and we just hope that it's going to work. All right, so there are your instructions. Let's look at what the actual work is. What is a verb? Now, grade 10s, you've been doing this since you were in standard 3, so this should be basic work. Always remember, a verb is a werkwoord. It's what you're going to do. The work you're going to do, the work. What is the working word? Verbs express action. They are doing, being, and having words. Look at the sentences in the box below. The verbs are in heavy type. Notice that a verb can be just one word, or it can be more than one word. The water came, it was rushing, the branches had been moving. There are your verbs. Using better verbs. In your writing, always try to use the best verb you can. From the box below, select the most suitable verb to replace the word went in the sentences that follow. You may use each verb only once. So your first question, the injured footballer went from the field. Replace went with a good verb there. Maybe you might want to use something. An injured footballer isn't going to march off the field, okay? He's not going to gallop off the field. But maybe he might limp off the field. So you're going to write the injured footballer went from the field, and you'll replace the word went with limped. So you'll have the injured footballer limped from the field, and you'll underline the word limped. Then the next one is suitable verbs. Try your hand at inserting your own suitable verbs into these short sentences. The first one has been done to help you. A mechanic repairs cars. A detective solves crimes, investigates crimes. Find a good word there. Inserting verbs. Insert these verbs into the appropriate spaces in the passage that follows. Sometimes the first letter is given to help you. So you have to rewrite this whole paragraph, and then you fill in the missing words and look there in the block, and you'll find the suitable word. Remember to underline your answers. And then I've given you some friends and enemy words. Give the correct form of each word in the bracket. Steve picked an argument with Alan and refused any offer of friendliness. Okay, look for words in this group, in this little box. That's going to help you to fill in your answers. Please can I ask you to present it neatly to me at the gate on the 15th of July, which is next Wednesday. It must please be on a neatly presented piece of A4 paper with your name on each page. Please rewrite the whole. Don't just give me the answers. Don't write suitable verbs, number 5, and then you give me one word. I want the whole sentence with the word that you've used to fill in. You underline that word for me, please. And then please don't forget to clearly indicate who your English teacher is. All right, grade 9s, I'm going to be giving you little bits of work like this on verbs and nouns and adjectives and adverbs until you get back. And then in the meantime, but I'm hoping to see you like in 2 weeks' time, because this is really sad. I hate not having you. All right. Okay, grade 10s, I think I've just called you grade 9s. If I did, I'm sorry. I was looking at the fact that it's a 9-minute video. All right, guys, have a good day. Do your work. Phone me if you need help. And I will be receiving all these assignments back next Wednesday on the 15th. Thank you very much. The girls can go and the boys can follow. And I won't see you tomorrow, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Thank you, grade 10s.